Evening to you, everybody. A warning tonight as we enter the summer swimming season. ER doctors are seeing a spike in near drownings. Comes a day after a 21-year-old man drowned at Barton Springs Pool. We also learned tonight it was a close call for one 6-year-old. He was in a diving accident at a community pool in southwest Austin. Thankfully, he's okay. Doctors say parents, though, need to be on guard. Drowning is the leading cause of death for children under 5 years and the third leading injury-related death for kids 14 and younger. KXAN's David Scott has more tonight from Lake Austin. Dave.
Well, you know, the water sparkles by sunlight and by nightlight, but it is a merciless element that must be feared and respected. Just last year in Central Texas, there were 43 children who were drownings or near drownings. And just last weekend, 5 children rushed to Dell's Medical Center as near drowning cases. The season has begun.
In 2012,
Dell Children's Medical Center says sometimes there is nothing they can do to save a child.
Children who suffered a massive drowning injury and is really taking in a lot of water, there's very little that we can do to reverse it. Children who receive prompt attention and CPR at the scene really do have a better recovery because it's usually the first couple minutes after the children are pulled out of the water that we have a chance to actually reverse the injury.
In Austin public pools, children 9 and younger must have adult supervision. 10 to 14, they can swim alone if they pass a swim test. But adults know it's up to them to keep an eagle eye. What's your plan when you go out with the kids?
Well, first of all, is to have floaties on their arms, which we forgot today, so we're going to go back and get them.
If you're not watching them, yeah, I'll worry. Yeah, I'll worry. If I'm, I've always got to keep contact on. If I don't, then I worry.
The most common spot for kids to drown is the swimming pool. At a neighborhood pool party, designate an adult the water watcher. The other adults can rotate the responsibility. Many parents believe a good way to protect their child is to have them in the water at a very early age.
It gets them acclimated and gets them used to swimming.
How soon did you get him?
I think he was about a week old, honestly.
Oh, very important. Yuseli, she was swimming at the age of 6 months in the water. She was in the water by 3, but swimming at 6 months.
Now, it's very difficult to spot a drowning. There's no splashing and yelling like you see in the movies. Rather, the victim has a mouthful and lungful of water as they slowly sink into the darkness. So that's why it's very important to be observant and also learn CPR, because those precious seconds could be the difference between life and death. Along Lake Austin, David Scott, KXAN News.
Dave, thank you. Going in depth now. Dell Children's Medical Center has seen 10 drownings or near drownings so far this year. Compare that to 17 in all of last year, in all of 2010. Across Texas last year, there were 74 children who drowned. This year, so far, there have been 23 drowning deaths. A national study found that 9 out of 10 children's drownings, an adult claimed to have been supervising at the time. A child should not rely on Coast Guard approved life jackets. Those that are not approved by the Coast Guard, water wings or floaties, by the way, are not considered life-saving devices.